Hi guys, so I thought I'd do a video. It's one that I've been meaning to do kind of with the series of doing my bookshelves, reorganising and that. So you can view it as kind of being part of that. And that is, I wanted to set up an immediate TBR shelf. Now this may change, but I thought I might as well still film the process of this video anyway, because I've recently managed to salvage another bookshelf, and it's a smaller one. It's probably up to here, but it probably goes about, you know, the third down, so it's a nice size one. And I was thinking of trying to put all my TBR books on there, all my unread physical books, because a lot of them are residing in boxes under my bed, and you know, being under my bed, I forget about them. It's only natural, and it'd be nice to have them on display there. And I'll probably put it in my brother's old room once we sort through that. But nevertheless, I thought I'd do a nice immediate TBR shelf here, because a lot of the books that I really want to read, other than the ones that I have recently genre selected and hidden behind certain cabinets here, are right next to my bed, and it's like on the floor and it's on top of stuff, and it's just not as neat as I would like it to be. So I'm thinking of doing like 25 or 30 books. I got inspired by that by Riley Marie, because she set up a TBR jar and she's just put 25 of the most exciting books that she has in her collection, rather than being overwhelmed and putting the names of every unread book she has. And I think that's a good idea, and 25 I'm hoping will diminish quite quickly, or at least I'll be able to see them a little bit more clearly than just having them sort of a mental note that things are behind. So you're probably going to see me running through each section, looking at, having a little look, seeing what I'm most excited for, having in mind reading vlogs I want to do, stuff like that, and then I will pop them on this and I'll go through those books and let you know like the grand total once we're all done. So time to speed up. Okay, so I've counted about 24 books on this immediate TBR shelf. I'll probably still use this as the resting place to pop up my books as I finish them throughout the month, because this is just one of the easiest cubby holes. This is usually where I store them for when I do my wrap-ups and that. But I'm not going to take everything out, but I thought I would let you guys know what I have decided to keep here. I'll move this first layer just so I can see behind. So starting from Kingdom of Ash, we've got obviously Kingdom of Ash, Queen of Shadows. I popped them in the complete wrong order, and I know I'm missing the Tower of Dawn, but that's just to remind me to continue on with Queen of Shadows from the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. Then we've got Trudy Canavan's Voice of the Gods, which is the final book in the Princess of the White trilogy. Then we're continuing on with A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, The Price of the Occult by Leslie Walton, Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi, City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, A Storm of Swords Part 1, Steel and Snow by George R. R. Martin, The Hidden Oracle, which is first one in the Apollo trials by Rick Riordan. Then resting on top over there we have And the Ocean Was Our Sky by Patrick Ness and Ravina Kai, The Magic Unicorn Society Official Handbook, Fables Wide Awake, Volume 1, The Complete Mouse by Art Spiegelman. Oh, I think I forgot to count this one over here, so this might be 25 books. Saga Volume 5. I'm actually needing to read Volume 4 before I can read Volume 5, but that is the other one that I saw when I went book shopping recently, and I decided to pick that up. The Witch's Journal by Celine Silverwind, The Book of Spells, by which is a vintage edition by Nicola D. Pulford, The Complete Guide of Chakras by Walters, The Little Book of Crystals by Judy Hall. And then back to the selection at the front here, we've got Stephen King's Elevation, Doctor Who, The Good Doctor by Juno Dawson, Sarah Perry's Melmoth, The Fork, the Witch and the Worm, Tales of Alagasia, Volume 1, Eragon by Christopher Paolini, Catherine Arden's The Winter of the Witch, which is the third and final book in the Winter Night trilogy, How to Be Human by Ruby Wax, and finally A Brief History of Seven Killings by Marlon James. Now I knew I recognised his name when I saw, is it Black Wolf Red something? And I was like, Marlon James, I recognise that name. And I realised I had this book that I had picked up, I think probably at a charity shop last year sometime, and it was the winner of the Man Booker Prize of 2015, which is awesome. So yes, those are the books on my immediate TBR shelf. I think it's a nice selection, and I think it represents my immediate stack quite well. So yeah, seeing as you don't see that many TBRs from me, like I don't do them every month, you get a glimpse of what I'm hoping to read over the next coming months. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you in another video soon. Bye.